to the topic of the discussion and hit the issues you typically find reluctant. Remove the facade to fill the gap with some substance. We undermining problems, expecting to overcome it. Please hold the applause, we doing it for the cause. People follow culture before they follow the laws. We rather face the friction and not attempt it at all. Persistence will find solutions once our contentment dissolves. There's a hard pill to swallow for anyone breathing, both for folks who stay woke and those who be dreaming. We ain't slaves, yet we still ain't experienced freedom. What we need is the keys to access the kingdom. We're all in this fallen world trying to stay intact. I'm just a beggar, point you out to where the bread is at. So follow the breadcrumbs like Hansel and Gretel. And thank Yogi Bear and the thought engineer for that on Man Talk Monday. It's Man Talk Monday.
Woo! Man Talk Mondays back again. Run and tell all your friends. Let them know. Check out the show.
You crazy one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it one day, man. I'm gonna get it one day. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again. Man Talk Mondays. Man, been a crazy day today,
brother. It's what, man. It's funny. Today was kind of like when you don't feel like. On Sunday morning, you get up and you're like, Lord, if I could just make it to church, I'll be all right. Yeah. I was like, if I could just make it to 6:30, I might be all right. Crazy day, man. My goodness. Crazy day.
Like the closer it got to the end, everybody want to start emailing.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, exactly.
Well, we want to appreciate everybody hopping on tonight. This is Man Talk Mondays. Let me just remind everybody. This is Man Talk Mondays. It's an open forum where we talk about everything from religion to politics to relationships. But of course, we're doing it from a man's perspective. Now, keep in mind, this is not just for men. We want everybody to participate, join in to the conversation. Men, women, boys, and girls, everybody's welcome. Now, how you do this, how you talk to us, simply go in the comments, drop your comment, drop your question. We can see this, right? This is how you participate. Let us know how you feel about what we're talking about. We welcome everybody to chime in. We appreciate everybody chiming in. Yeah.
I think
anybody watching go ahead.
Before we go any further, I want to explain to y'all, D did not tell me he was going to be 3-pieced up. I'm thinking it's regular show day. I get on and D 3-pieced up. I'm like, whoa, I didn't get the memo. But it is, again, hey, when you got a Rev on here, a soup, something to break out at any time.
I know, man. I got a hot date with a foxy lady tonight, man. So yeah, I had to get, little dapper.
Well, hey, man, I see you, brother. I see you. You're wrong too. Last night you did me wrong with that too. Hey, he was on my house last night to my guess who got a reservation tomorrow.
I barely got that booger too, man. I barely got that. So I got it just in time. So I was lucky enough to get it. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to having a good time, good dinner, and the whole nine. So
yeah, we got one too. We got into Jack, and we're going French. No, it's La Jacques. Is it about
what? I'm a little rusty on my French. What was that
again? You say you rusty on your French?
I'm rusty on my French.
I give him. I know it's Jacques. What is it? Anyway, it's.
Are you saying Jack in the Box?
It was Jacques. No, it's Jacques. It's that box.
It's Jacques in the box. Boy, you crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, you can catch our show. We have our podcast that's available. We're available on Google, Spotify, Spreaker, all the different platforms you can catch our podcast. So definitely go back and check out. We got past episodes that you can go back and you can check. By all means, do so. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to our podcast. Subscribe to our Facebook page. Like and share with your friends. Right? You like what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Show some love, people. Show some love. Show some love. Also, you can catch us on BS3 TV on Roku. We on TV, right? So you can sit on your couch, kick back with your TV dinner,
your popcorn, whatever.
You can catch us on BS3 TV on Roku, right? We got a great lineup on BS3 TV. It's a whole lot of different podcasts and just great shows that you can go back and you can check out. It's a whole channel. It's a whole channel for you to check out, right? Everything's on demand now, so you can just go back and check out some good episodes from some other shows as well. All right. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to get into this. Man, talk about it. Man, talk about it. We're going to get into man, talk about it. All right. These kids today are losing their cotton picking minds. They losing their minds. So this is down in Houston. Langham Creek High School coach jumped by middle schoolers. So the high school coach, he's a baseball coach.
Okay.
The kids were riding bikes across the field, across the grass, and he told them, hey, y'all get off the field, get off the grass. And these 3 young middle school boys chased him down and jumped him.
Okay, wait. So when you say jumped, do you mean they hit him a couple of times, or you mean they just chased him down and got tired and what they jumped him?
They weren't playing tag. They were trying. They beat him up. He didn't even come to work the next day.
You know, you might as well give up on life. If you get beat up by some kids, you might as well go stand in the corner and let me say this. What are y'all doing with y'all kids? Number one. What is going on with y'all kids to where y'all feel like y'all kids supposed to be able to chase down somebody grown and whoop them?
I'm saying it's a grown man, and I saw the video. He was booking it. He was moving, but they caught him. They ended up catching him. I guess he ran out of room or something. I guess, but
hey,
but just
when you grown, you only can run so much when you grown, dude.
You ain't gonna outrun no kids. Let's be real. You ain't outrunning no kids. They got energy for days, man.
No, you're not outrunning no kids. No,
you are not outrunning kids. But just the thought that they had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to chase him down for telling them what they shouldn't have been doing in the first place. They chased him down and beat him up.
Well, I just say this: they know which ones to do that to, because now with everybody having guns and all this stuff, man, that's dangerous. You don't never know what you're running up on or who you're running up on, man. I just think we need to be more careful because everybody ain't gonna take a whooping.
Sure not. And I think they tie the teacher's hands. They tie their hands so much. Because had he just turned around and just started just wailing on them, man.
Now he in jail. Exactly. And the parents protesting. Because he doing what they should have did.
I think it's time to revisit some laws and change some laws.
He should have went and tagged that bus driver that uppercutted that chick that time.
Ooh.
That's what he should have went. He should say, y'all follow me. I got somebody for y'all.
Call him the hitman. Oh my goodness. He hit that girl so hard.
But think about this, D. You take the two stories. How lopsided both of them seem to be. But dude, What else can you do? What else are you supposed to do? Because if he had to whoop them up, people would have been coming for him. I just don't understand what you're supposed to do in those instances, man.
Yeah. And they interviewed one high schooler, and she was acting like they were justified. And it's like,
but you can't interview another kid. They don't have no sense. Now kid got no sense.
right.
News bulletin, all y'all crazy. They ain't got no sense.
Monique said, I agree, Derek. I wonder, did he not fight back due to being a teacher? I guarantee you that played a part in it. Guarantee you that played a part.
He probably
He was running for his life, though.
He probably had no hands, though. He ain't had no hands.
He probably did.
He probably had hands, man.
He was in an all-out sprint. Let me say, the video, hey, he was running like, I don't know. I'm trying to.
Was he the track coach or the baseball coach?
He was the track coach that day. He was the track coach that day.
That's not funny. No. Mm-mm.
So it's getting completely crazy.
Yeah.
Completely crazy.
Do something with your kids now.
Do something with them. Now I know the kids probably didn't feel it like we felt it. But last night, halftime for the Super Bowl, that was fire.
It was good. It was good.
Epic Super Bowl halftime show.
It was good.
Epic.
It was good. I was just scared that 50 was gonna fall off of that thing that he was hanging upside down.
Man, people have been doing 50 in today, man.
Dude, think about this. You know, I thought about this today, D. I would have been upset with everybody else who saw me getting ready to perform. It did say, bruh, the hanging thing ain't a good idea. Don't hang from the. Don't hang. Stand up straight and put on something black.
Right.
I.e. the black shirt. No, don't hang. Because I was taken back when I seen it. I was like, 50, you gonna go out like that? You gonna go out like that?
I give him about 3-4 months. 50 finna get all that weight off, man. He finna come back with a vengeance.
He gonna
do a whole show upside down.
He look like one of them square. You know, I tell you what. You know the movies they have with superhero movies, and they be squared.
The Lego.
He look like a Lego. He look like a Lego. Am I lying? Wait a minute. Am I lying? Did you not see him and think, man, he look like Lego 50 Cent? He looked like Lego, he looked like Lego $1.20 because he was every bit. He was more than 50 last night.
Now, somebody posted something. It did make sense. They said, don't act like you look the same as you looked 10 years ago either.
Listen, let me tell you something. But see, my thing is this. If that's what I do, if J-Lo can do it, then I can do it. You on the Super Bowl thing, dude, you ain't gonna be. Look, Mary J looked good last night.
Yeah, but Mary J gotta perform. 50 is a mogul now. 50 in the office.
Okay.
50 ain't on the stage, he in the office.
And so you say, now I'm good on the performing thing. Right?
Come on. We wasn't gonna miss that opportunity. You got Dre, Snoop, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J.
Now, I'm hearing that Kendrick Lamar was a lot of people's best choice. I'm hearing people really love Kendrick Lamar. I thought he was good, but I guess I didn't know the first song he was coming out on. And they said that's what everybody really loved about him. They thought he was really good.
Oh yeah, he's nice. He's nice. I think depending on the age group, I think he fit more in the middle. Because you got older people that like Kendrick Lamar, younger people that like him. But for us, it was Dre and Snoop and all of them.
But tell me every white person in America wasn't waiting for Eminem to drop his line on him. Tell me I'm lying. Every white person in America was like, Rico.
Hey, Em is cold, man.
Oh, brother. Oh, no doubt, brother. No doubt about that.
He's serious business. Serious business. So shout out to the LA Rams for winning the Super Bowl. I admit I was pulling for Cincinnati. I wanted to pull it out, but it's good that the guys got the Super Bowl win.
It was a great show. Great show though. Great show.
And immediately following Super Bowl, Valentine's Day.
Ding. I heard they're trying to change Valentine's Day to for men. The day it's gonna be called Valentine's Day. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It's about her. They're gonna change that. I heard. That's what I heard. They're working on that anyway. Cause I don't. My roses didn't get her. I ain't get no chocolates. I ain't get nothing. I'm trying to figure out what mine at. D, where my gift at, D?
Is it for us? Is it our deal though? I mean, I'm just.
How you gonna go to D in the middle of me standing up, dog?
But I'm just saying, was it ever about us though?
Nah, it wasn't. I'm finding out more that nothing really is about us, D. Nothing's really about us.
Oh, really?
Well, because Father's Day, they'll say, "Oh, but what if you the mother and the father?" I'm like, can we get anything, D? Can we get anything, D?
Don't get me started on that one.
All right. Wait. Well, so D, did you get anything, D?
Actually, my wife did a whole presentation for me, man. She did a gift presentation for me.
She knew you was gonna be on the show. She knew you was gonna be on the show. Hey, cause you end up with rusty booty when you get through. That's what that ended the gift. And the gifts go like this. Come on, Kitty.
She had some nice gifts for me, man. I got shout out to my wife. She did a thing. You know, you ain't gonna let you have it, baby. He ain't gonna let you have it.
What she do? Tell me what she did. Tell me what she did.
Oh man, she had a whole presentation. She had based on the 5 senses. You had you know what the 5 senses are. I don't have to tell you. You know what it is. I don't have to tell you. But she had a bag for each sense.
Oh, okay.
She had a bag for each sense and a gift based on that sense and the whole nine. So man. Hey.
Oh, so she set them around in a circle and it was a hole like in the middle, right?
She lined them up.
Mm-hmm.
She lined them up and had me go to each one, you know. So hear, smell, taste, touch, see, all that. She did a thing. Monique say it's for everyone. All relationships, mom, siblings, dad, friends.
Hey, good. What's going on, my man?
What's going on with Mr. Ben Sutterick III? What's going on?
So she did all that for you. So let me explain to you what I got. You ready?
If you want to have a good night, you might want to pull up. Yeah? You might want to pull up if you want to have a good night.
I'll pull it up, dude. I will pull up.
Right.
What we getting into tonight? What we getting into tonight, D?
Man, I'm just thinking about these relationships. You know, they start off good, but they don't always end good. But if you catch people at the beginning, they swear, I'm in love. I love this person. This my heart. This my boo thing. This my rib. This all this stuff. All of this. Carl say we don't get nothing but the big piece of chicken. We don't get that no more, Carl. But they do all this proclaiming their love for each other, and then you turn around and nothing. They ain't even together no more.
Well, it's funny because I did a comedy show in Glen Heights a couple days ago, and the couple we were sitting by, they weren't married. They had been dating on and off for about 3 or 4 years, and I think he lived in Denton, and she lived in DeSoto, and they did that for a couple of years. Now he said he wanted to be closer to her, so he moved from Denton to DeSoto, and he'd been here for like 2 years, and I was like, and I asked, so when are y'all getting married? Because they were older couple, and they looked at me like, we good right here in this spot. and dude, I couldn't fathom it. I couldn't understand in relationship, there are levels to relationships, and they were.
Yeah.
She was like, and the one thing she said is, "He loves me. I know he loves me enough." And I didn't want my, and Cheryl was trying to calm me down because I wanted to get into this, but she was like, "No, he does. He do everything for me that I want him to do. We live in separate places. We see each other. We love each other." But I was like, "But you don't want more? No, I don't want to rush him. You know, we found where we are." What was she? Because she said, "I love him enough to not rush him and not to be in a hurry." Is that love though, or is that just I got somebody on the line and I don't want to shake him off before he give me what I want?
So that's what we talking about tonight. What's love got to do with it? It's Valentine's Day. Everybody focus on relationships and everything. So we want to talk about tonight. What's love got to do with it? So let me ask, what was it that you were trying to get out of them when you was having this conversation with them?
What's the holdup? Because they were around my age. I'm trying to figure out what's the holdup. Why would marriage not be the pinnacle for you guys? Why would you guys, if he moved here for you, then he loves you enough to move 50 miles this way to be closer to you, and why not make you his wife? Am I tripping? Or is that not common anymore? Because I thought if you move and make it, why not get married? And they were saying,
that's what I was gonna say. Is love a good enough reason to get married?
Yeah, ain't it? It ain't. I mean,
I want to know. I mean, tell me.
Okay, what else is it, D? What else is it? If either you want to spend the rest of your life with me, or you don't.
And I think that may be where it get out. I don't think people think the rest of my life. I don't think people think past the moment. And I think that's why people get stuck in these situations. They think momentarily. They lie about forever to secure the moment. I never leave you. You all I want. You all I need. And as soon as they get in good, now it's like, where did all that go?
I want to know who say that part. I ain't never heard no woman say that. Women generally don't say that. It's the man that's pursuing that know them to say that kind of stuff, D.
Well, because see, we say what? They say women are the gatekeepers to sex, but men are the gatekeepers to relationship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So who's doing the professing of the love? It's typically us, right?
Yeah, because we trying to get the key to the sex.
No, because remember what's love? The movie. What's it?
What love got to do with it?
Thin Line. No, Thin Line.
Oh, Thin Line. Oh.
Thin Line.
Oh.
Remember the whole premise of Thin Line was Thin Line, for those who the movie with Martin back in the day, him,
I remember that.
and I forget the young lady's name.
Lynn Whitfield. Lynn Whitfield.
I met her in Atlanta one time. But,
really?
Yeah, man. She cool person, real cool person. But in the movie, he had this pact with his friends, and his friends kept telling him, man, to get in good with her, you're going to have to tell her you love her. He was like, no, man, you know, that's the code. We never tell him we love her.
It wasn't getting good to get him them draws. You got to tell her that you love her. Because she was the type, they knew she was the type of chick that in order for you to get up in there with her, you was going to have her tell her that you loved her. Because she wasn't going to let you like her. If you wasn't serious about no relationship, and telling somebody that you love them is a key to I'm serious about this relationship.
Okay, so let me ask this question. In the movie, we know he told her he loved her, he got with her, and his intentions were not lining up with what he told her, and she goes, quote unquote, crazy on him. Was he really crazy though?
Oh no, she was crazy. Now let me say this. What I think what you asked is, was it justified? And very much so, it was justified what she did to him. Because she this is the one thing, and people that pay attention to this, she said before she came off the cookie, she said, you don't understand. Hey man, you don't understand what you're doing. Don't play with me because I've been through all of that. and do you love me? And she put her heart out, D. She took her heart out and put it out here like this and say, do you love me? And he looked at her with a straight face, and all he thinking about was booty, and took her heart and set it on the side. I'm like, bruh, because once you take somebody's heart, now the emotions and everything else gets caught up in it, man. And dude, you can't.
Yeah.
You got to think enough of people not to put them on those emotional roller coasters, because there's nothing like.
So I guess my thing is, why do we put that out there without the proper intention? And we don't know what we're asking for. We don't know what we're inviting. Because we don't know emotionally. We don't know where they're going to go. We don't understand. You know what I'm saying? It's people that have got seriously hurt because they played around with this thing.
Well, number one, she knew that he didn't love her. She knew that. Because they had only been out a couple of times. But for movie's sake, people fall faster. You know, but don't none run your way quicker than somebody telling you they love you, though. Am I wrong? Don't none run you out quicker than somebody saying, you know what, I think I love you. Now, a woman will put on some track shoes and do 90 if a dude said it too fast. But if she says it, we know, here come the cookie.
Right. So Monique says she warned him, but he didn't listen.
She did.
How often do we actually listen? Or are we more locked on what we want? Now we say we love, this about love, but we more locked into what we want, and it's a whole different ball game.
But an example, well, go ahead. Okay, so what's love got to do with it? I guess the crazy thing for me about it is, if you love somebody, you're gonna be more concerned about what they want and need rather than what you want and need. And if people aren't that, then that's giving you a sign that whoa, this may not be love. This may be something else.
Yeah. Then why use love? Why not say what it is? Why use love?
Well, because if you use love, the lock that's on the panties, the lock will pop over like that when you say love.
The magic lock is
the lock now. If the lock will, when you say, you know, I love you, that thing, it just come up by itself when you say love. That's why that's one of the go-tos, because most of the time, people be like, man, I just don't want to be putting this out here. I just don't want to be doing this. And so when you say love, it kind of brings you a little closer to, you know, ultimately what you want to accomplish.
So love is used strategically to get people out of something that they would typically lock up. So BS3 says, what's love got to do with it? Great movie that wasn't meant to be funny, but is. I mean, it got Martin in there. Marvin's in there. So Martin gonna always provide some comedian.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a loose comedy. But
yeah.
But now, love has, and to be honest, where does love start and your wisdom stops? Because can you have both of them?
I think to a certain point, because we focus the love, so to speak, we so hyper focused that we miss things that we should be paying attention to. When they say love is blind, right? They say love is blind. And we typically use that to say, you know what I'm saying, people fall in love with who they fall in love with. But love is blind says that you like a lamb being led to slaughter. You don't see the obvious signs of what's wrong. And there is scientifically been proven that you can get so focused on something that you miss some of the most obvious things. I've said it before, the experiment that I talk about where this guy, they had two teams of three passing a ball in between each other. And you were supposed to count and see how many times one team passed the ball. In the middle of the experiment, they walk a gorilla in the middle of the experiment, a person in a gorilla costume. They walk through the exact middle of the experiment, do a dance, and walk out. At the end, they asked them, they said, how many times did they pass the ball? Then they responded, they passed it so many times. Then they asked, how many of you saw the gorilla? And people were so focused on counting the ball that they never saw the gorilla.
But is it a bad thing to be focused on what you think might be happiness, though, D?
I think happiness has a way more maintenance factor to it than we give it. So Christina says love is a fleeting feeling. The Bible says the heart is deceiving. This is Christina. She says the Bible says the heart is deceiving, and it's for sure is. People do the most for the sake of love, and it's childish. Let me say this. This is the misconception when it comes to love. What people confuse love with is passion. Passion and love are not the same thing. Passion is fleeting. You can lose your passion. But love, that's not what love is. Love is a commitment. Love is you making a choice. It's a simple choice. The passion gives you the energy to do what love demands, but passion is a whole different thing.
So wait a minute. Wait. So you say now, which is, we've never talked about this before, which is interesting. Passion versus love. Now, passion is a thing that gives you emotion. And now, if I'm wrong, tell me. I'm trying to figure this passion thing out. Passion is a thing that gives you the emotion and the, I can't stand to be away from her. I want to have, I gotta say, I gotta this. But that's being passionate about somebody, but that's not being in love with somebody.
No. Love is what passion makes you do. Love is what it requires. Passion is the energy to do it. Because here's the thing, when passion is gone, love is still supposed to be there. And this is where you have people who do things they don't necessarily feel like doing because it's simply you made a commitment. Once you lock into that commitment, the commitment is supposed to be the overarching thing, not the passion. But we make it all about the passion.
So the passion is the breathing and the huffing and the puffing and the neck kissing and the next thing I know, the drawers on the floor, we dragging them across and you dragging me, and that's the passion part of it, right?
Yeah, the passion is you all I think about. I go getting 2 jobs just so I can buy you stuff. I'll do anything to please. That's passion.
Wait, hold on. I get 2 jobs as passion. That ain't passion. That ain't passion.
If you just got bills, you got to pay. But I'm talking about doing the work. The work. The energy to do the work, that's the passion. Being said, love is important, but more is needed than love. Commitment, loyalty, caring. And see, that's the thing I'm talking about. The actual love is the commitment, the loyalty, and the caring. Passion is the feeling that inspires you to do that. But if that feeling is gone, that doesn't mean love is gone. We've been taught that love is gone when that feeling is gone because we've relegated love to a feeling. Love is not a feeling, it's a commitment. Monique says, right. I think most of us use our hearts as skin, where you feel all these emotions instead of using our brains, meaning when need to think of question in certain things. Think and question certain things. We need to question certain things more.
Okay.
Because if we focus on the commitment rather than the feeling, we ask the right questions. We would ask the right questions.
But most of the time, we judge the passion for how we feel about a person, and we say, I think I'm in love with that person because the passion wants. I'm having a difficult time with this. The passion wants you. The passion part of it, I don't get it, D. I'm trying to figure this passion part out. Help me, D. Help me.
Passion is an energy.
Yes.
It's an energy. It's an emotional energy. And even outside of anything you have a passion for, people say, follow your passion. You don't follow your passion. Because passion has to be focused on purpose. Because what purpose requires, you ain't gonna always feel like doing. And that's why you need passion, because passion gives you that energy to kick in to do what's necessary when you don't feel like doing it. And this is why we spell it love, because love requires us to do things we don't always feel like doing. But if we still got passion, we have the energy to do what love requires. And that's where we miss it. That's why people say they fall out of love. Now you lost your passion. Typically, because passion has to be, you got to have maintenance with passion. Passion isn't something that's just locked in forever. You got to maintain it. Monique said you could be passionate with a person without being in love with them. You absolutely can.
Really?
It's just a feeling. Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But once you say you love them, because love sets an expectation.
But see, passion gives you a false sense of love, I believe. Because if you're passionate about a person and you thinking about them and you feeling them and all this, and once y'all are together and it's passionately done, love is gonna rear its head out there, and you're gonna say, I think I love him or her. Because when we're together, it's passion. We like wild animals. We yelling and hollering and screaming. Then you're gonna think one of the two is gonna think that's love, and that ain't love. It's just a really good sex.
It's the height of passion. It's the height of the emotion. You get so emotionally tied into it. You like, I can't think about nobody else but this person. I can't. But when real life kicks in and passion is put to the test, do you have enough passion to do what life requires?
No, I don't. Well, I think you're doomed anyway if you are relying on passion to keep you with somebody or doing something. You got to have a want to first. Because want to has to subsede anything else. Because listen, we stay with who we want to stay with. And with the people that we don't want to stay with, we normally stop fooling around with them.
That's the big confusion everybody's having, because we've made passion and love the same thing. But that's why when it starts getting sticky, life starts showing up, real life, where I gotta actually manage the changes that this other person is going through. I gotta still maintain my level of care for them. I gotta still maintain my level of concern for them. Even when they not giving me what I feel like they should give me, because passion says they giving me something. But what if they not giving me that? Does it change the fact? Do I stop caring now? Do I stop doing what I committed to do because the feeling is gone?
Well, if you but the thing, okay, if he or she, I see, passion will put you in a situation where love won't. Passion will put you in this. Well, that's not necessary. Well, no, both of them will put you in the same place. Let me just say that. Passionate will stop you from thinking about it, whereas love should cause you to think about it. Because if a guy, let's say this, if a girl is really good in bed, guys will have a passion. I remember this girl one time. Well, no, it wasn't me. I remember this friend of mine. And she was really good. She could, I don't know how, but she was a really good kisser. She could really kiss, right? That's what he told me. He told me how good of a kisser she was, man. And when you kissed her, it has you want to, you want to.
Yeah, check your background. Check your background.
I thought I heard my door open. But it had you want to, you want to get at her. And man, I never thought about love. He never thought about love. He never thought about love the whole time. He was just, the passion that he had for trying to get to it. So now, because if you get mixed up, if you mix passion with love, you in trouble. Because now you're in a position that you never thought you would be in, or that you had previously playing because you knew you had the mom.
You ever heard of this concept? I'm gonna clean it up. How it's put. It's called the post ejaculation test.
Have I
ever heard that?
Have I ever heard it?
When a man sleeps with a woman,
mm-hmm.
he sleeps with a woman. After he's done, his feelings, his head is clear,
and he can think.
And now he can think on whether she's somebody I actually want or not. Before,
yes, because the passion
I got to have her.
Passion done shot out. Boop, boop, boop. It shot out. All right, passion gone now. All right. So now you left to deal with her or him and how you really feeling about him. Is that where it's measured?
But that's what I'm saying. People get so hyped up on this feeling, and feelings are deceiving. They're deceiving because they're not based on logical things all the time. And life is logical. You sit up there, you get in this passionate moment, you get somebody pregnant, you got a baby.
Mm-hmm.
You got daycare, you got how we gonna raise them, we got all this. And then if you're not married, who house they gonna stay with? And now we got all this arguing and fighting and stuff, but you probably said at some point, "Oh, I love you."
Do we put enough love? Do love carry enough weight, or do we just throw it around?
I think we throw the counterfeit out there. The real love carries enough weight, but the counterfeit doesn't, because the counterfeit don't stand the test.
Well, but anytime now, love does this. When it comes out of your mouth, you immediately will be proven. The test will come whether or not you actually love somebody or not.
Yeah.
Because just like when you get it out, you have to look at that person, and now, like you said, and boy, that is the truest statement that has ever been said. There's no more raw feeling than you have than when you have done. And you look over to the person, and generally what you're really feeling about them will come. You either gonna try to get your clothes on fast as you can and run up out of there, or if you love them, you're gonna. But you're right though. You can't be more right than that. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. You are. Yeah.
So we got people moving and operating off these feelings. And anytime you base things on feelings alone, man, you setting yourself up for failure, because feelings change with situations. Feelings are situational. You're not gonna always feel like doing what it requires to actually love somebody. Anthony say a man should not make any decisions on anything while or immediately after sex. He will give away the farm. Right? How many people have made commitments in the middle of or before the act, and then afterwards you realize what you said? Now you stuck.
Yeah, plenty of light bills not being paid in that time, bro.
Car notes been paid,
bro. I'm talking about groceries, phone bills, bro. You catch him right in that moment, bro. They allowed to do anything, bro. Anything.
Right. What's logical about you giving this joker your car and he going picking up other females? What's logical about that?
Well, ain't nothing logical. It's if he do that booty right, you're gonna give him more than the car. You're gonna put gas in it, and he can be running around while you at work all day in your car. So don't tell me y'all don't do it, because she talking about.
Oh, they say all the bills. Anthony say women know when to ask for things. Right. They know where your head is.
Yeah.
They know your head ain't you know what I'm
You're
saying?
not thinking. You're not
You're not
thinking right
thinking.
now. Yeah.
Thanks for clear that up. I need to.
Yeah.
You're not thinking. They know you're not thinking because love makes you think. Because love says, okay, if I make this commitment, because commitment will always be tested.
But now that's funny, D. We'll laugh and joke about women know what to do and when to do it and how to ask us, but they don't ever ask us if we really love them. They don't ask you how you feel about them in those moments. They
don't ask you how you feel about them.
Well, okay, now okay. Now I know y'all. Hold on, let me say it. I know y'all gonna say those lies, but which do they ask for more? Do they ask for stuff to be done, or do they ask for you to tell them how you feel about them? I'm just curious because, like I said, we can't be laughing and talking about how much stuff we men actually do for women in those moments. What we promise in those moments, if we're not talking about love.
And see, I would venture to say they get you in more trouble when you confess a feeling about them. Because now when they ask for something, they can always say, but you told me
that you love me.
That you love me. You told me I was the greatest. You told me they can always revert back to that. If they ask for one thing, you stuck on that one thing. Mm-hmm. But if they lock you into how you feel about them, now everything has to pass through that filter, and they got you.
You're right. No, you're absolutely right. It just
have you not been hit with? I thought you said you love me
all the time, brother. That's their go-to. That's their go-to move right there. That is the go-to. Well, because if you love me, then this. If you love me, then this. It's just amazing how it seems like women can qualify what love is to them. But we have a difficult time qualifying what love means to us.
You think we do? Man?
Listen, who tells you what love means more than a woman does? Women will tell you what love. If you love me, this is what you're supposed to do if you love me. We don't do that.
Anthony says, you know why they don't ask. They know you don't care. All you want is the goods. But Anthony, whenever the words come out your mouth, I don't care how passionate that moment was, they gonna hold you to that when it's all said and done.
But shouldn't we be holding each other to that though, D? It shouldn't be on the onus should be on the person that said it. If we in this moment and love comes out by anybody, should there not be a certain expectation from both parties?
Absolutely. There's an expectation, but the willingness to meet that expectation isn't always there.
It's on the person that said it.
Yeah, once you put it out there, now that person has the expectation. And this is why people feel so rejected and dejected when that person says it and then the actions don't follow. Because once I say it, that I'm expecting certain actions from you.
Like what?
If I don't get those actions, oh, you lied to me.
But what actions though? Because there are a lot of things that there are a lot of different things that I believe qualifies when you love somebody, and I think to me the biggest thing is you got to be more selfless. You got to think about that person way more than you think about yourself. But dude, it just means something when you know they're thinking about. When she got to put on.
What they do, Monique said men do that. What they do, Monique? Let me know. Ivan says, John, stand on it, son. You talking. Stand up.
They got me weak.
Ivan got your back.
They got me weak in here now. They got me weak up, y'all. Dude, I'm just saying. I think everybody goes into relationships with a false sense of what love truly is, and in the relationship, you figure out whether or not you want to stay with that person or not has nothing to do with love.
That's my old roommate. What's up, Chris? Old roommate from GSU, baby. But I digress. But no, listen. If people actually understood more of the commitment that love is, if they really cared about it, they would be slow to use the word. We use the word because we're trying to gain something from the other person, not understanding that we're locking ourselves into an expectation that we haven't even thought through. We haven't even thought it through. It's like going to that car dealership and you so in love with the car, man, they got you paying this crazy car payment with this crazy interest rate, but you were so in love with the car. And then when the feeling of the car wears out, because it's just going to be a car after so many months, you stuck with this bill and you locked into this note. So you stuck. Anthony said, I used to not deal with ladies that talk too much. Don't ask me no questions. I tell you no lies. Ivan said, be encouraged. Monique says, men and women both pull the if you love me card, then you will do. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because love is the card we pull to manipulate people. It's the manipulation card.
So, but, well, and I get it. I mean, and you absolutely right. I do get it. I remember a friend of mine had this girl, man. She's fire, right? And she asked him, she said, you know, don't you love me? He was like, hey, can we just kind of enjoy this while we in it to see where it goes? And she was hot. She was stalked. I mean, she was really upset. But he didn't lie to her because he, I don't know. I just think once people get a certain feeling, they want love to chase that feeling. And it doesn't all the time. And then more importantly, it's not going to continue to chase that feeling.
Sure not. We think saying we love you locks in the feeling. It doesn't lock in the feeling. Feelings are never locked in because they're situational. Feelings are situational. Like I said, when people that claim they love somebody, they're not thinking about life when they say they love somebody. They're passionate, and all they thinking about is hanging out, going on vacations, doing the deed, and that's all they're thinking about. They're not thinking about, we got to sit and talk about bills. We got to sit and talk about how our families. We got to sit and have these conversations that, you know, but that all affects how we live together, how we function together. But we're not talking about that. We talk about our next vacation. We talking about, oh, let's go out to eat and all this stuff. It's like, man, that ain't life. Kenny say, so love is an action. What do you feel is the action? Is it just meeting their love language?
You know, man, I'm just going to, go ahead, Derek.
Okay. Kenny said, well, let's go to the basics. What is love?
Oh,
love is a discipline. Love is a discipline. I've seen so many people that swear they love themselves. They swear they love something, but they will not discipline themselves enough to take care of it. Think about yourself. People say, oh, I love me. I love me some me. But you steady do stuff to destroy yourself. Do you love you? Love is a discipline.
So love is an action. Love is action where
but not just any action. Love is prescribed action. All right, let's go to the word. I know we got some Christians on this place. Let's go to the word. Love is patient. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not envious. It's not proud. It's not boastful. It's not selfish. It's not self-seeking. So when you look at all of this,
then love ain't marriage. Love ain't marriage. Then.
this is the behaviors of love. If you love somebody, this is how you behave. I'm patient with them. I'm kind with them. I'm not self-seeking. I'm looking to do what's best for them before I'm looking to do what's best for me.
No, people don't follow. People don't love like that. People love for how you make them feel about them. How you know? Think about it. When we marry somebody, we don't marry them because I'm kind and I'm patient.
But what's the vows? What's the vows? What's the vows when you marry somebody though? What do the vows say? What do the vows say when you marry somebody?
Look, we're gonna stay together for better or worse, sickness and health. These lies though, because people don't do this. People don't do this. These lies, you know these lies. Don't tell me they lies.
Anthony say Van Jones of CNN and his friend, a real friend, decided to have a child together, but they are not into a relationship with one another. Is that love or just an arrangement? That's just an arrangement.
That's an arrangement. Yeah.
That's an arrangement.
Is he hitting his friend? Is he hitting him? Probably though.
But here's the thing though, with that arrangement, without love, that thing is gonna be a disaster.
But you know, because this is the thing, man. But because you have to get along with people. You think you know people. You don't know how people want to raise kids. You don't know what religion they want. You just find it. All that stuff is assumed. And when you actually in the relationship, you find out that wow, we think she looks good or he really looks good. But man, we have nothing in common.
Think about it. Think about what you're saying. Why don't we have that conversation? Because it will mess up the feeling.
Yeah. Because if I know you're not feeling the way that I am, I'm gonna feel the way about you.
Exactly.
I'm gonna feel the way you're sure right.
Exactly.
You're right. You're sure right.
We don't talk about it because it messes up the feeling. Monique says, but people should love like that. That's the missing piece. Absolutely. If people actually understood what love was, we wouldn't have all this foolishness. Christina says it's his best friend. You don't think he doesn't love her. But friendship love is different.
But you can't have how you and your best friend want to have a child together? That's something that requires a commitment. It's not for you, but for that child. Because y'all gonna have to agree on some things.
Here's the commitment. You better not go marry somebody else, because now you got a child with somebody else. And now their opinion matters on that child. Now let's see how that love work out for you.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Hey, let her get a boyfriend. Let her get a boyfriend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. Now let's see how that all work out. Ivan says back when John got married, the vows were written in stick figures. Hey man, man, flex on them. Tell them how many years you in, man. Flex on them real quick.
Wait, hold on. Well, okay. I'm 30 in, man. 30 in.
30 in. This man 30 in.
And you know what? We 30 in because we made a decision to stay in. Because like most of y'all, I could have got off the boat if I wanted to, just like she could. But we made a decision that we was gonna stay in this thing.
All right, so Kenny say, so love is a choice. John just told you they made a choice to stay in that thing. Love is a choice. You choose to love. As long as it's based on how you feel, it ain't gonna last. Christina says someone been married to you for 30 years.
Hey, Christina, I get that all the time, so don't you worry. I get that all the time.
Yeah, oh man,
time is flown.
Malik says, shameless plug. We're hosting a Valentine's Day speed dating via Zoom. We're excited to get some singles set up. Information on IG. All right, so check out Monique. The room is Inspired Worth. Inspired Worth on Clubhouse. They're doing a speed dating event. So definitely check it out. Check out the speed dating event. All the single people. I don't want no married people up in there. Get y'all behinds Y'all Bohines, as John like to say. Get y'all Bohines out there room. You got
in there. They get in there, dog.
Final thoughts, bro.
All right, so my final thought for this evening is this: the reason why people make songs about love is because it can almost never live up to the thought that we have in our heads. Once you actually get in relationship with people, you will find out it is some fools out here. But you know what? It's a fool out there for you that's just as foolish and crazy as you are. We got to remember that. It's something, but what we have to do is concentrate. And I always say this: let's be the best version of us we can. And I know for most of y'all, Monique, Mika, Ivan, for most of y'all, it ain't no hope for y'all. So y'all, I'm talking to everybody else. Y'all be the best version of y'all, and there's somebody out there for y'all. It's somebody out there for you. Love is in the air, and you can't buy it at Kroger. That's my final thought.
What's love got to do with it? It's got everything to do with it. Once we finally realize what love really is and stop basing it on what the world seems to tell us it is, you won't have all of the craziness you have in relationships. Listen, any relationship you commit to, it's going to go through changes. It's going to go through things. Can you hold on through those changes? This is what love requires. Can you do the work that it actually requires? As long as it's based on a feeling and you chasing happiness, you chasing a feeling, you will never stay committed to anybody. And that's why we end up with all the situations we end up with today. But if you love somebody, you make a choice to abide by that love and treat them based on what love requires. If more people did this, you would have more people staying together. You would have more relationships that last 30 plus years because it's a choice. So make the choice. Whenever you find somebody that's worth loving, make the choice, make the commitment, stick to it, and let it blossom into something that everybody can admire. And that's our King speak for this week.
I think it's funny that the movie What's Love Got to Do with It ended up with her and him going upside each other's head.
Oh, bro. Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Monique said, "Don't speak that on me. God got my husband."
I was talking about another Monique. I was talking about another, not you, Monique. I was talking about another one. Don't you fret, girl. I was talking about another one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have enjoyed bringing this topic to you tonight. I got to get to my hot date tonight. So real quick, man, let them know where they can find you.
Not me. I can stand here with them all night, dude. I ain't got nothing.
Yeah. Let's see how they work out for you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You like our podcast, you like what we're doing, share it with somebody. You can find us. We're available on Apple, Google, Spotify, Spreaker, a whole host of different platforms you can find us on. But just go check us out. Be sure to go check us out. BS3 TV. Thank you for everybody that watched. I know it's Valentine's Day. You all booed up, but you took the time to be with us tonight, and we appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you all. God bless you. We'll see y'all next Monday. Peace out.